What's your age?
32.
And what do you do for work?
I'm a divorce lawyer.
As a divorce lawyer, would you say that divorces are initiated most by men or by women?
Women, 90% of the time.
Hi guys, I trust you're well. Yep, as a quick aside before I get into the business for today, I know I've been quiet for a while. This is a subject I've touched on a number of times and I'll touch on it again. There's always something to say. There are always things I see in the world around that I feel need to be addressed. But for me, frankly, I never want to be speaking just for the sake of speaking. I never want to speak if I don't feel like I'm connected to God. So in the past month or so, I've tried to focus more on my growth and my relationship with God. And so before I get into the video proper, I want to add this to you. I frequently teach people that I speak to, especially marriages, families, couples. I frequently say that the health of the fruit is the result of the health of the tree. If the tree is healthy, the fruit will be healthy. So the fruit of your life, the things that are happening in your life, are really the result of the health of your life. I'm not talking about physical health, although physical health matters. I'm talking about spiritual health. I'm talking about your relationship with God. If your relationship with God is where it's supposed to be, by default, the fruit of the Spirit will manifest in your life. What are the fruit of the Spirit? Love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, meekness, faith, temperance. These things are produced by the life of the Holy Spirit growing within you. So I always encourage you, people, anyone, to do the best you can to grow in the Spirit. To do the best you can to make sure that you are listening to the Holy Spirit and obeying Him. And for me, if I don't feel connected to the Holy Spirit, I really don't want to open my mouth and just be blabbing. Again, there is a lot to say. There are lots of things in the world around me. But if Holy Spirit is not speaking, it's just air. It's motivational speaking. And I've recently been catching this all over the place where they say, you're not looking for motivation per se. You're looking, because motivation comes and goes. It's like a shot of adrenaline. Once it wears out, if that's all you've got nothing. Build habits. Think something inside you that pushes you, that drives you to work a little harder. I was talking to an older colleague, an older friend, when I was about 10 years old. Maybe older. I had to be maybe 12, I guess. He was a bodybuilder, a weightlifter, and he had muscles to kingdom come. And I asked him, how did he go about it? And he said, you have to get addicted to it. This was maybe 30, 40 years ago. About 30 years ago. And so that was what I adopted when at about 18 years old, eventually, I finally got into martial arts. And I pushed myself so hard that I got addicted to it. As a matter of fact, until my early 30s when I got injured. I was pretty much obsessed with martial arts, and that's the same way I'm obsessed with my relationship with God right now. And so when I'm not connecting, when I feel God is being quiet, when I feel like I have derailed, I've maybe not lived up to His expectations for me, maybe He has told me to do something that I have not obeyed. When I start feeling some of these things in my life, I stop and I check myself because I want to be sure I'm in the right place. That's it. Let's get into this video, shall we?
As a divorce lawyer, would you say that divorces are initiated most by men or by women?
Women, 90% of the time.